recently we had to use a road burn, which is, allowing the person to get in a car and to drive away and then stopping them away from the location and then going back and serving a warrant when they were separate from the location. And that's a tactic, but oftentimes it's not the best tactic. And I remember being told by someone like, great, that's the safest way to do it. And I didn't respond. I just let it kind of roll off my back. But
one of my biggest regrets in my career is us doing a road burn on something that should have been a surrounding call out. Like, I came to the sergeant with this information on this search warrant that we wanted to serve, and the dude was armed with I can't remember, Tech 9 Mac 10, one of those things, selling drugs, and I felt like, well, we should make an entry. And we don't make an entry on a dude that's on parole for murder, that's sitting on an automatic rifle. And I was like, okay, copy that, because in my mind, that's how you serve search warrants. And we do a road burn.
Yeah, which is a tactic.
You're like, okay, cool, that sounds good. Like, but I look back on that now, like, no, I should have been more proficient at my job to be able to say, hey, sir, I think the best tactic on this is that we lock it down and we evacuate the residents from there. And we do a surrender call out. And if he doesn't come out, we make it hot and smoky in there. And we have him come out when we've got armor and things set up there.
Yeah, so I was told like that's the best tactic. Like, that's the safest way. I'm like, actually, it's not the safest way. In my opinion, it's somebody being inside of a house or inside of a structure is a really easy problem actually to solve.
That's exactly
Once
right.
They're in there and we know they're in there.
We can contain them.
We can control all of these other variables that you can't control once they get
get out there. I totally agree. And
getting out in the open, sometimes it's fun.
Like, it could be a lot of fun and exciting. Yeah, adrenaline happens, but tragedy happens too. And in this set of circumstances, it led to an innocent person being killed. And I still remember that person's name. I still keep and have the letter that their son wrote to them after they'd passed. And it is one of the biggest regrets I have in my life. It's one of the things that still bothers me, and I get emotional thinking about it. Yeah. And it's the reason that I hate vehicle pursuits. Part of my job is I want to keep you alive and I want to keep you out of jail. And in my career, I've been a part of using poor tactics that led to an innocent person being killed. And I've been a part of a situation where an officer that I really liked and respected, David Nelson, was killed in a pursuit. And then, unfortunately, seeing one of our officers being criminally charged. It's a big reason why I want our folks to slow down. I realize what we're doing is important. I realize it's life and death, and it's easy to get sucked in and drive in there. But we watched our folks have an inability to be able to kind of to step back and slow things down literally and figuratively. And so that's something that I'd like for our officers to focus on.